across Canada. It was truly heartfelt today.
Love that Jose went to see the mural in person because it is mighty impressive. You can check out the full episode on the Blue Jays YouTube channel to recap a historic day in Toronto last weekend. As for this afternoon, the Jays looking to win the series in tough, though, against high-octane flamethrower Hunter Greene, who's making his highly anticipated return off the 60-day IL for the Reds. Time now for the big board presented by Bet365 with my guy Blake Murphy. And Blake, when the Reds lineup had to face Jordan Hicks, their eyes got a little bigger. The guy throws heat. And the same will be said for the Blue Jays in this series finale because their starter, you wrote me, is awesome to watch.
Hunter Greene is one of the most fascinating starters in baseball. This is the type of velocity we usually only see from guys like Hicks who are coming in out of the bullpen. Hunter Greene throws a fastball with an average velocity on it higher than anyone in baseball except for Bobby Miller among starters. The Blue Jays have not handled this kind of guy well. You see here, this is not only their stats against 97 miles an hour and above, but pitchers who work that pitch up in the zone, so the upper third and then that level just above the strike zone. The Blue Jays have really struggled here. They faced more of that than anyone in baseball. They hit 121 against it, slug in the 200s against it, and you see here a lot of zeros. Welcome back to the lineup, George Springer and Danny Jansen. Good luck. Now, the hardest part with Hunter Greene, and Bo Bichette showed us this in a matchup with him last year, is that if you sit on the fastball, he also has an elite slider to play off of it. Now, Bo was all over the slider last year, had a 4-pitch strikeout in his first appearance against him, guessing wrong, but stayed on the slider, hit a home run against it. It's tough to sit 100 miles an hour and adjust to the slider, but Bo did it successfully, so maybe there's some hope.
All right, in terms of successful at the plate yesterday in their win, Davis Schneider with the home run, everyone's favorite story right now, watching him succeed. He's now with the big club and staying there. What does the Bison situation look like now without him?
The situation in Buffalo is all about versatility. We saw Davis Schneider come up, and the Blue Jays thought, look, maybe we could plug him into left field. Maybe we could plug him in at second base. He's had a few reps at first and third and right field as well. So the Jays have emphasized, as guys get closer to the majors, having them available at a number of spots. The headline item this week was Aroldis Martinez, their #2 prospect, starting at second base twice in a row. It's the first time he's played second on his way up through the minors. You see on this graphic, Addison Barger's played all over the place. Spencer Horwitz has even got a couple reps at second base. I don't think you want to try that at the major league level, but you see here where whoever the next man up is for the Blue Jays is going to be asked to slot in a couple different spots. This also has an impact looking ahead to the offseason when second base, third base, one outfield spot, and DH could all be free agents. Well, you've got a couple different ways to fill those spots internally, maybe with a camp competition. Versatility, name of the game for this front office. Especially
as you get deep into the season and everyone, you never know what will happen, so you need to have that depth. Thanks so much, Blake. That was the big board presented by Bet365. You can check the app for the latest odds. Well, with all the action yesterday for the Red Sox and Reds, things are status quo on either side of the wild card race. The Jays half a game back of Seattle. In the American League, while the Reds are even with the Cubs for that final wild card spot in the National League. All right, Hyun-Jin Ryu almost taking his spot at the bump. He's fit back in nicely, making his 4th start of the season. Trevor Richards also hoping to ease back in comfortably. He made his return from the IL last night. We get up close and personal with him after the break. Stay with us.
Hey, Sportsnet.
Want the latest Blue Jays news?
Great site you got here.
Whoa, what a catch! Go beyond the game. Get it all at Sportsnet.com.